Minecraft story.
Danielle is in Minecraft.
I'm getting ready for Minecraft. You know?
Warner's asked me to develop kind of how might this ever be a story.
It kind of takes place before Minecraft was even invented.
In New Zealand, working with Jason Momoa and Jack Black.
So it's kind of like an origin story of Minecraft.
It's just different for me, so I'm excited.
Hello ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between. My name is Connor and I am thrilled to bring you the debut episode of our Minecraft movie behind the scenes series. Oh man, we have got a jam-packed first episode for you, featuring behind the scenes leaks, story details, the leaked plot, and much more. Believe me, you are not going to want to miss this, because as you'll learn in this episode, this movie is gonna be nuts. And of course, we've always got your back, Slurp fam, so if you want to go into this movie completely blind, I understand it. So consider this your gentle spoiler warning. We're not going to be spoiling anything massive, but if you want to go in completely blind, I understand that. Okay, you still with us? Great. Let's dive into the making of the Minecraft movie. Given this is a behind-the-scenes series, it only feels right that the first segment of this Minecraft BTS is an exclusive look behind the curtain of this upcoming video game adaptation. So let's start with some cheeky behind-the-scenes photos courtesy of Twitter user JoshSpace2. Anyone who has played Minecraft for even more than a few seconds will recognise these iconic block trees that populate the various biomes across the game landscapes. Still, seeing these adapted to live action is pretty strange, right? We've known for a while now that Warner Brothers is going in a live action direction for this movie, but even so, seeing these leaves me wondering, how are they going to pull it off? Should they have gone live action or animated with this movie? Leave a comment below and let me know. But it's not just trees. Luckily, we also have a behind-the-scenes look at the set of the upcoming adaptation. I want to draw your attention to the almost canvas-like print of an icy Minecraft-style mountain. This is honestly one of the strangest things we've seen about this movie so far. I mean, you'd assume this would be CGI, right? Honestly, the more we see about this movie, the less we know. I've seen a pretty good explanation that argued the walls we see are of a house, and this mountain print will be placed outside of a window, creating a false 3D effect, which will probably save money on green screening and CGI. At the moment, we've been getting small breadcrumbs that allow us to sort of piece together what this movie is going to be all about, but believe me, when production is fully underway and they start editing, we are going to be getting more and more juicy scoops from this movie. So make sure you keep it locked to Slurp, as we'll be covering all the Minecraft movies behind the scenes leaks as soon as we get them. Transitioning from trees and awkward mountain paintings to a fully star-studded cast, yes, it's time to look at the cast of the Minecraft movie, and also some very interesting recent comments from the movie's lead star. Okay, let's start off with Jason Momoa, who has been signed onto this project for what seems like an eternity at this point. For a while, we even thought that he would be playing Steve, but a later casting announcement put an end to that theory. Elsewhere in the cast, we also have Barbie's Kate McKinnon, Jennifer freaking Coolidge. What even is this movie? Rounding out the current cast is Daniela Brooks and Jermaine Clement. Oh, and how could I forget about the movie's lead? Steve himself, Jack Black. The legendary actor joined the movie's cast in early 2024. Jack Black has become somewhat of an icon in terms of video game movie adaptations. First voicing Bowser, then Claptrap in the upcoming Borderlands movie, and then capping it off with Steve in this adaptation. Speaking this week about the movie at CinemaCon, Jack Black described the movie as a new kind of blockbuster. Get it?
That's the joke.
He went on to say that don't panic, the comedy in the movie will be much better crafted than that.
That's the joke.
During that same CinemaCon speech, Black also revealed that the movie would include zombies and the Nether. For Minecraft fans, this is certainly big news. Zombies seem like a given, but I could have seen them skipping the Nether. Either way, I'm definitely glad to hear it'll be appearing. Previously, Jack Black, hot off Peaches from the Mario movie, confirmed he'll be singing again for the Minecraft movie. Do you remember when I said the more we know about this movie, the less we know? So with that said, what the hell is this movie? Honestly, I'm just kind of excited to see the absurdity of the whole thing at this point. And speaking of what this movie is about, should we see if we can lift the lid on the plot ever so slightly? As explained, this movie is very hard to speculate about. From the behind-the-scenes images, to the cast, to the comments made by them, the whole thing seems, well, honestly, bonkers. At the moment, top speculation amongst fans points towards either the movie ripping people/gamers from the real world into a video game environment and needing to defeat the Ender Dragon to escape. The alternative plot theory seems to be the idea that all of the cast of characters are simply native to the Minecraft world, and this is a comedy adventure in that world. But hey, you don't just want us to speculate here, right? Well, why don't we try to give you a more concrete answer about what the story is, so you have a better idea what to expect from the Minecraft movie. This plot leak comes from the entertainment scooper Divinity Seeker. While they have a brilliant track record, highlighted recently with their report of Godzilla x Kong, we still want to warn you this has not been officially confirmed. But still, I do think there is some credibility to this. So, Divinity Seeker says, the upcoming Minecraft movie is set in the real world. However, our cast gets transported into the world of Minecraft in a light-hearted and comedic family journey story, more akin to the Dungeons and Dragons movie with tongue-in-cheek jokes. Just jumping in here, it sounds like our fan theories were on the money. And honestly, while Divinity Seeker mentions Dungeons and Dragons, this seemed completely ripped from the Jumanji reboot to me. Not a bad thing, but it's just interesting they got Jack Black back for this kind of movie. Divinity Seeker went on to spill the beans, stating the movie is also debuting a new exclusive hostile monster. They describe it as a fun and silly mob. The mob will also be released in game to coincide with the movie's release. In what will be our first description of a scene from the movie, Divinity Seeker states the mob chases the player and will also chase our lead characters as they arrive in the world. As I said before, this has new Jumanji written all over it, and I can kind of see why they would take inspiration from those movies. Perhaps if this is ultimately paired with similar themes of the Lego movie, you know, about creativity and creating your own story, this could actually be a pretty fun family-friendly adventure. But before we leave the plot breakdown segment, I want to throw a spanner in the works and leave you with a final comment from Mr. Jack Black.